When you imagine pirates, you probably think of buried treasure, wooden legs, and parrots on shoulders. But real pirates were nothing like the Hollywood versions. Their world was dirtier, harsher, and far more fascinating. Piracy as we know it began in the early 1700s, known as the Golden Age of Piracy. After endless wars between empires, thousands of sailors were left unemployed. They knew the sea, but peace left them broke, so they turned their ships into weapons. Most pirates weren't outlaws from birth. Many had served in royal navies or merchant fleets before deserting. They knew discipline, strategy, and navigation better than most. That's what made them so dangerous. Life on a pirate ship was brutal. The decks smelled of tar, sweat, and rotten food. Rats were everywhere. Drinking water turned foul after days in the heat. Yet compared to navy ships, pirate life was strangely fair and even democratic. Pirates lived by a written code, the Articles. Every crew signed them before a voyage. They included rules on dividing loot, punishments, and behavior. Captains could be voted out by majority. It was one of the earliest forms of workplace democracy. If a pirate lost a limb in battle, he received compensation from the crew's common fund, sometimes more money than a sailor would earn in a year. No king or employer on land offered that kind of protection. Most ships had no doctors, so pirates operated on each other using knives heated in fire or rum for anesthesia. Pain was part of daily life, but they took care of their own. Pirates didn't always hunt gold. They often went after trade goods, sugar, rum, weapons, spices, cloth, and medicine. Gold was rare and risky to transport. Their real treasure was survival. Ports like Nassau in the Bahamas became pirate republics, places with no kings, no taxes, and no laws. Pirates from across the world gathered there to trade, repair ships, and celebrate their freedom. For a short time, it truly was a pirate paradise. Women also sailed these seas, defying everything society expected. And Bonnie and Mary Red fought disguised as men until they earned their crew's respect. When captured, and told her lover, "If you'd fought like a man, you wouldn't hang like a dog." There were others, too, like Qing Shi, a Chinese pirate queen who commanded over 300 ships and 20,000 sailors. She defeated entire navies and retired peacefully, one of the few pirates who died of old age. Not all pirates were monsters. Some were freedom seekers escaping slavery or tyranny. The pirate ship was one of the few places where race, background, or gender mattered less than courage and skill. But some were ruthless. Blackbeard, real name Edward Teach, ruled the Caribbean with fear. Before battles, he tied slow-burning fuses into his beard, surrounding his face with smoke. Sailors swore they saw the devil himself. Their flags, the famous Jolly Rogers, weren't for decoration. Each design sent a message. A black flag meant surrender and live. A red flag meant no mercy. Some showed skeletons stabbing hearts or holding hourglasses, time running out. The myth of buried treasure came later, mostly from fiction like Treasure Island. Real pirates didn't bury anything, they spent what they stole, drank it, or traded it. The only thing they truly valued was freedom. By the 1720s, the great powers struck back. The British Navy hunted pirates relentlessly. Dozens were captured, hanged, or pardoned in exchange for surrender. The golden age of piracy was over within a decade. Still, their influence never died. Pirates changed how sailors viewed authority, equality, and independence. They lived by their own laws when the world offered them none. Today, their legend survives, not just as villains or heroes, but as symbols of rebellion. They remind us that even in a world of empires, some people will always choose freedom over obedience.